Hi everyone, hope you're well. Chris Cowlin here. Welcome back to another matchday vlog. Of course it is PSG away in the Champions League. First up though is the UEFA youth game, the under-19s at the PSG campus, the PSG training ground. Really looking forward to seeing their facilities. So here we are, about 15 minutes from the city centre. So you can see the training ground is just off the motorway. So I've just been told by staff here that this training ground has been open just over a year. And behind those buildings is where the first team train. The women also train here, as well as the development and youth sides. So I must say the training facilities here at PSG's training ground are simply unreal. Only just over a year old. Now this UEFA Youth League game, now PSG under-19s are currently in 15th in the table, Spurs are 9th, PSG have won 2, drawn 1 and lost 1, while Spurs have won 3 and lost 1. PSG have scored 11 goals, conceded 5, and Spurs have scored 17, conceding 8.
Pour le Paris Saint-Germain, inscrit par le numéro 14, le Paris Saint-Germain qui mène par 1 but à 0. Paris Saint-Germain. Deuxième but parisien inscrit par le numéro 20, Noah Ensoki. Et le Paris troisième but parisien inscrit par le joueur numéro 21, Pierre Mougangue. Le Paris Saint-Germain qui mène maintenant par 3 buts à 0.
Right, so now on to the main game. Tottenham Hotspur face PSG in the Champions League.
You sweet life, fuck down. If I tell you say I love you, you know that I'm young girl. Oh, young girl. No, tell me no.
On attend vraiment le match de ce soir, c'est un très grand match qui nous attend. Et vous le voyez, ça fait aussi notre coach, Luis Enrique, avec le cache juste derrière lui. Luis Enrique, notre coach, qui a un petit...
Baseline, make it jump and twist.
Wait, hold up! It ain't over. Bring it back!
Jumba, rhythm again. Baseline, make it jump and twist. Jumba, rhythm again. Baseline, make it jump and twist. Make it jump and turn, 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 make it jump, make it jump, make it jump, make it. Baseline, make it jump and twist. Rhythm again.
Vem, novinho, que hoje eu vou fuder de mão. Vem, novinho, que hoje eu vou fuder de mão. Novinho, me fala a posição que eu tô gamava. Eu
C'est la fin de la première mi-temps, un but partout entre Tottenham et le Paris Saint-Germain. Rendez-vous dans quelques instants et surtout pour les 45 prochaines minutes, on aura besoin de vous.
I'm Niels. I used to be very lonely. Since I joined the Special League, I've been living my dream with friends who share my passion for the game.
That organization for children aims to have children in need, like in dreams today and tomorrow, because every child is a champion.
Goal for Tottenham, number 39, right zone, for the ball.
Get it.
C'est un goûter ce soir. Victor Machado Ferreira. Marqué par notre numéro 8, Fabian. Marqué par notre numéro 51, William. Le score, c'est vous. Goal for Tottenham. Fin de la 5e journée du saison régulier. Victoire 5 buts à 3 de nos Parisiens ce soir, le Paris Saint-Germain. Alors on va se faire 3 fois de plus en plus fort, parce que ce soir c'était notre soirée, c'est notre... Ici c'est...
Thank you, Anthony. Good evening, Thomas. I don't know where you even begin to sum up a game like that, but your first words to me last night were that the performance is always more important than the result, and that is surely a performance you're very proud of.
Yeah, definitely. Pleased with the performance. It was the reaction I wanted from the players, from the team. Been working very hard on that. The players, the staff, me, to make sure that we responded well and bounced back, because that's crucial after a bad performance. Today I saw more identity of the team. We want to create much more character, personality, aggressiveness. 3 words you need to have in any team, no matter how you want to do, how you want to play, whatever formation, whatever. Today we saw it. That I'm pleased with. Of course, I think it was a performance that was up there where we could get something out of the game, a draw or win. So that's a little frustrating thing, that we concede some goals. Of course, one with a little bit of margin from Virginia, not putting it into not top corner but top corner. And then of course the goal 3 and 4. Those are the one we definitely need to avoid if we want to get something out of here. But something to build on. Strikers scoring 2 goals. The whole team, I think, overall performed well. Archie Gray, Lucas Bergwall, positive. And then we played against a decent team where they have one Ballon d'Or winner. I think the next one is playing in midfield, Virginia. Wow, what a player.
Just one other one from me on Randall Kulumawani. Even aside from his 2 goals last night, we just saw what he is capable of once he gets a bit of a run in the team and a bit of consistency under his belt. Yeah, definitely. I think today we saw what hopefully we can expect. I think even 2 goals and assists every game is probably too much. I would love to get that every single game, but as I said the whole time, he came in late with no preseason, not top fit. Had 2 setbacks, especially with the dead leg and then the broken jaw. Today we saw more of it. He's still not top fit, so hopefully will come even more.
Thomas, you mentioned Archie and Lucas there. I mean, how impressive is it for 2 19-year-olds to come to a place like this and play with that kind of fearlessness?
Yeah, definitely. I'm very impressive. It's 2 young players. Said from the beginning, I believed a lot in. Archie was there ready before Monaco, and then unfortunately picked up the calf injury. So we've been waiting for him to be ready again. And today he showed a lot, and the way the two of them set up the first goal was also joyful to watch. But mobility, technical, ball handling, mentality, character, I liked it.
Tell us a little bit about your formation tonight as well, and especially that way that midfield worked.
Yeah, we as you can see, the game plan was to really get after PSG, go man. Everyone who's followed me just a tiny bit know that's what I want. So it was much more of the identity, that aggressiveness, dynamic into the team, and to do that against PSG that is that fluid and that mobile all over the pitch. I thought we need a more running, full, powerful midfielder across the midfield four. So yeah.
Tom. Hi Thomas. Just sort of linked to that, the team seemed to be much more threatening in attack today. You create a lot more chances, a lot more fluidity. What do you kind of put that down to?
I think a combination of a good response so we had a good performance, so we simply just performed better. I also think that it was a more open game, so when you face teams that is banged in, you probably sometimes meet a little bit different. Today it was more open, and that way we can use mobility of Archie, Lucas, Pape, and then the two strikers that work well together.
Jake.
Hi Thomas, I just wanted to ask you about the midfield again. I think it's only the second time this season Lucas, Archie and Pape have all started a game together, and the first one was against Burnley. What made you decide that all three of them, because they're a very young trio, could start this game together and all work together? I think the main bit was a little bit the game plan that we wanted 4 running midfielders, so not a winger, or not just because the dynamic to follow their man in the man pressure. That was one thing, and then because I knew when we wanted in these open spaces, and they're so willing runners, that definitely helped in the spaces that created from there.
Okay, thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, guys.